Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy New Day, Happy New Week, and a happy the 4th day in the month of November in the year of 2024. Our people have this saying, according to my Igbo proverb, what happened in 1976, or rather after the war of 1977 to 1970, after the war, moving up ahead from that 1970 up, all the properties of the Igbos in Port Harcourt were being confiscated, including Lagos as well. But why there is a difference in that two comparison is because Lagos belongs to the southwest, while River State are being made and built by the same people of the old Eastern, which means to say, when after the war, the Rivers people, or rather the indigenous of Rivers, who now decided to say that they are not part of the Igbos, confiscated the properties of their own brothers, which is we, the Igbos, the Biafrans. As the history may said it, because I was not there. And they changed all the whole names that have been named on those areas, from Igbo streets, Igbo locations, down to whatever they choose. It's like say Rumukurushi. According to what I heard, that place used to be Umukurushi or Umokoro. They call it Rumokoro. That thing now is happening in Lagos State, in Ajeremi, Ifelodun area of Ajegunle, where Igbos are the most dominant in those areas. Even before the war, they build houses, they make the place lively for people to live, and they name the streets. So do you know that what is happening now? The Yoruba government now have come out now and tell the Igbos right before their face, you have no stand. In fact, according to what Bayononoga said in 2023 after the election, that Igbos are aliens. Aliens means that we are foreigners in Lagos. That means Lagos now is another country. Then Nigeria is another country. And they still want an Igbo man to still stand and say that I'm a one Nigeria. My brother, the bottom line now is that Lagos tribal politics to divide Nigeria. Nnamdi Azikiwe rejected it, while Awolowo only accepted it. In other words, to the remaining Igbos who don't want to know, who don't want to learn, who still want to believe that they are practicing one Nigerianist, or who are afraid to die, because when they say that they are IPOP, they are scared to die or go to prison. Now in fact, it is right before your face now that you are not needed. They have called you aliens. So in other words, all the whole places that have been named before you are being deleted now and put it Yoruba names. These same Yoruba that are doing all this thing now, one of them just won a political party as the chairman or leader of that party in UK. If you go to UK, they have Yoruba streets all over where UK government never deleted them and put the names of UK people. For you to see how gullible and how these people hated the Igbos. But when you tell our Igbo people, they say, no, they are brothers, we love them. If he did you the first one, it's a mistake. The second one, it is not a mistake, but the man's fault. Let us listen to this, our brother from another mother. As a Christian, he made a lot of sense and a lot of wisdoms attached to this video. So listen to him. You like this video, most especially share this video. Let it get to every news and crannies, whether you are in Lagos State, you are in Ogun State, anywhere within that environs of the southwest, my dear, Igbos need to begin to come back home. If you like, hear this word. If you don't like, it is up to you. Make sure that this video go viral, because everybody need to get hold of it. And make sure you keep subscribing to this channel for more interesting videos coming your way.
Tribal politics in Nigeria would not be complete if you don't mention this name of Bafemi Awolowo. Awolowo and Tiwantiwa politics was played by Awolowo to push Zeke out of the southwest. Yes, the Yorubas have been playing tribal politics ever since the inception of Nigeria, and it is something that we need to understand. Awolowo said that Nigeria is a mere geographical expression, which means he does not believe in one Nigeria. Now, under Tinubu, this is another opportunity for the Yoruba Ronu and Yoruba conservatives to start playing the Awarawa and Tiwantiwa politics. Renaming of streets that initially had Igbo names are being renamed to Yoruba names, converted to Yoruba names. There are excuses for that they were not able to renew whatever. So the politics that the Lagos State government is playing, as approved by the Lagos State Assembly, will backfire in no time. This kind of politics will eventually lead to the dissolution of the country. In the long run, remember, nobody forgets, everybody remembers. Anything that happens in Nigeria, whether it's the Biafra civil war, whether it is what Kaduna and Zogu did, or what Buhari did, what anybody has done, what Tinubu is even currently doing, nobody forgets. Everybody will also and always remember. They try to put out history out of our school so that we can forget, but yet the hatred for one another deepened. The hatred, despite the fact that some of us didn't have access to study history in our secondary schools. How did we now know about what happened during the war? So tribal politics will not be complete if you don't mention, I would say, pioneer or founding fathers. One of them is Awolowo. Ahmed Bello played indigenization politics, the same politics that the Lagos State government is playing of recent. My Igbo brothers, I want to make this play. Know it from today that Lagos belongs to the Yorubas. Never does it belong to the Igbos or any other tribe. Lagos is not a no man's land. Lagos is not and can never be a no man's land. Somebody must own Lagos, and the people that own Lagos are the indigenous Yoruba. Although the indigenous Yoruba are asking the foreign Yorubas to leave governance for them, that is another talk for another day. That's their business. But the move by the Lagos State Assembly is a plan. Like I said it before, tribalism will be legislated under Tinubu's government, and it's starting with Lagos State. It will be a legislation. Bigot will be played officially by, they call it conservatism, they call it preservation, in the guise of preservation. Many of these Yoruba Runus and Yoruba conservatives are rooting for Obasa to be the next governor of Lagos State because he is a Runu and a conservative. So they say. So this bill that you are pushing, every other persons are watching. The South, they are watching. The Southeast watching. Look at what Samuel Ekpa says. All the Igbo street names in Jeremy, Ifelodun, Ajebile, local government change Yoruba names. The Biafra government will start renaming street very soon. It is not our problem at this time. Like I said, nobody forgets, everybody remembers. Those that are playing tribal politics using the guys like, because Tinubu is the president, you now use the opportunity to start playing tribal politics. There will always be a consequence of this action. And believe you me, no one tribe can outshine the other forever. If you have the opportunity today, tomorrow it might turn against you. The Yorubas have been laying low, have been patient over the years. They were able to enter into the corridors of power. They had to align with the North, and the North trusted them, felt like we are on the same page. They bowed down to the North, despite the fact that they killed Abiola. They didn't take the violence route. They democratically, with dialogue and everything, just normal. They entered into the North, nooks and crannies of the North, until they now got power. They didn't even wait for 1 year for them to show their true color. These Yoruba Runus have started showing their true color. Remember, there are other tribes in Nigeria. Remember, somebody said, his name is Aino Dipo. He says resource control is coming 2025 to 2026. Resource control. This is a Yoruba conservative. Niger Delta oil for South states. Southwest tax and revenue for Southwest state. Who is with me? So this is the plan. Whether this guy is serious or is in government or not, this is the mindset of an average Southwesterner, especially Yoruba Ronu or Yoruba conservatives, as long as you can call it. This will eventually, I'm happy that this is happening. So my Igbo brothers should think home. Think on how you can develop your region. Let this tax bill, let it go through National Assembly, let it be passed. So you don't blame the Southwest for planning and also playing politics, playing everybody politics, playing smart, because they played everybody smart. So this one says that Southwest tax. If you are playing that kind of politics whereby you are renaming Igbo names into Yoruba names, you are fueling the embers of division. When the Niger Delta says our oil is not going anywhere, it should not go to Lagos, no Southwest states should benefit from our oil. Our oil belongs to us, and every other person is safeguarding their own resource. Let's control our resource. Is that not regionalism in disguise? That is regionalism. So these guys are slowly pushing us to regionalism, and I'm very happy about that. The ultimate thing an Igbo man wants is Biafra. Regionalism is another route to Biafra. Do you think that these Igbos that you are changing their names to Yoruba names are going to be angry? No, I don't even pity for them. In fact, all the names, Igbo names in Lagos, start changing it from now, so that there will be there will be a reciprocacy. Some people will reciprocate in no due time. Look at what Samanipa is saying. Very soon that they will start renaming. You are giving opportunity for division. You are fanning the embers of division. That is what the Lagos State Assembly is doing. It has been in their nature and culture to do such. Like I said before, that when you talk about tribalism, Awarawa and Tiwantiwa politics, divisional politics in Nigeria, you would not fail to mention Awolowo. We know him for that. They are rejecting 500 naira in Lagos. Everybody is accepting 100 naira. I say they are rejecting 500 naira in Lagos, and everybody is accepting 100 naira. Who is in 100 naira? It is, I hope you can see, it is Obafemi Awolowo. And you know who is in 500 naira? The person in 500 naira is Nnamdi Azikiwe. So in Lagos now, we are rejecting 500. Everybody is accepting 100 naira. That is a good policy, and it's going to help. By the time everybody reciprocates, then we'll start talking about how we'll divide, we will man our territory. Everybody will man their territory. Yorubas should not be employed into oil facilities, oil companies in this Niger Delta region. In fact, oil well, nobody should own oil well except the Niger Deltas and states that have oil. In Abia State, the oil there, no northerner has a right to own oil in Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State, Delta State, Bayelsa State, Akwa Ibom, Port Harcourt, River State. Every one of them, the oil wells there should be owned by these guys. Since some people are clever by half, these Yoruba Lunus, I don't know, they are not clever. They're not clever. They don't know what they are doing. They are just setting up the Yorubas for slaughter. I'm telling you, they are setting up the Yorubas for slaughter. After Tinubu's regime, the Yorubas are going to see hell if a northerner gets into power. The Yorubas are going to see big time hell. Everybody is watching. Nobody is saying anything. They are watching Tinubu doing what he's doing. He's going to complete 8 years old. So those that are, I know I'm re-emphasizing this thing because some people think that some northerners think that they are Jagaban, they will remove. So far, you people allowed rigging of elections in 2023 president election. You supported it wholeheartedly. You know that this election was not free and fair. You supported it. You will not cry when Tinubu does another abracadabra. You will not cry. And with the Southeast, we are supporting Tinubu on that one. We are supporting him. We are supporting Lagos State Assembly. Remove all Igbo names. What are they doing there? Remove it. Let indigenous names be put in every street. Lagos for Yorubas. I concur with that. Lagos belongs to Yorubas. If you're an Igbo man, you're in Lagos. Know that the time has come for you to start planning regional. Don't be playing national politics like Azikwe. Azikwe was playing national politics. It was becoming, it was going to be the darling Zik of Africa. While you are losing your base, you are losing your hometown, you are losing your people, you are losing your culture, you are losing your heritage. Zik was one of the persons that advocated that they should stop bringing food into Biafran during the war. I repeat, Zik was one of the persons that advocated that they should stop bringing food into Biafran land during the war, the civil war, the Nigerian civil war. We were blaming Awolowo. We forgot what the role Zik played because we want to be seen as a good person. Let Igbos start using their brain now. Start using their brain now. Look at most of the companies we have in Nigeria are being headed by Yorubas. How did we get to this point? The Yorubas, they stooped to conquer. They played their game carefully. With their pretentious humility, they were able to position themselves in a way whereby they could take over the economy. Look at major startups, tech startups in Nigeria are being owned by Yorubas. If you're an Igbo man and you have such an idea, you'll be frustrated. Look at what Davido's dad said about building his plant. I believe the person that wanted to frustrate Davido's daddy who built a power plant, he said that they frustrated him at the government. The person told him that he will not get the approval. So in this Nigeria, as an Igbo man, if you have such an idea, they will frustrate you. They will rather accept a Southwesterner and a Northerner. That's why you see the Southwesterners aligned with the North, despite the fact that the North killed Abiola. They killed their leaders, Bola Ige, and most of them. The North has committed a lot of atrocities on them. They had to easy with the North. They were planning to attack. But attacking now, what some Yoruba rulers are saying is early. It's too early for you to start attacking. Because I'm seeing a clash between the North and Southwest and saying this because North calling Tinubu a one-term president. You will not answer the Northerners. You continue doing your normal thing. And some people are bringing the top 10 startups in Nigeria, biggest companies in Nigeria are being owned by Yorubas. So when a Northerner gets into power, they want to play that same game. So as an Igbo man, if you have a company, you want to start up a national outlook, they will frustrate you because you're an Igbo man. They will not give you license to start. As hardworking and innovative an Igbo man is, he is not given chance to breathe in Nigeria. That's why you see that these people that play politics are the ones owning blue chip companies. They played the Northerners. Northerners in government thought that the Southwesterners were their friend, but through the back door, they have almost taken over everything. Tinubu entered consistently, patiently, waited for Buhari. He knew that Buhari, anybody that tells you that they didn't know that Buhari was a failure from the get-go, they are lying to you. We all knew that Buhari was a failure, only from the get-go. But these guys, these Southwesterners, these Yoruba conservatives, those who were planning, they knew. They allowed him to run. First time, a failure. Second time, they didn't see anything. The Yorubas were the ones even defending Buhari. If some people from the south were blasting Buhari, the Yorubas would be the ones defending with their media. Because it was a planned work for them to take over from Buhari. Now, Tinubu has taken over from Buhari. Look at what is happening. Yorubanization of all the positions. Lagbaja is sick or what happened to him. I pray he gets well. They put another Southwesterner in that position to tell you that it is time for Nigeria to start looking at ways we should divide. The Lagos State government should continue. Shamanepa says they are going to start renaming. They should continue. After renaming, the next one should be the CFO frustrates. They will frustrate you with your CFO. They will revoke your building, whatever. They will revoke it. They have the power. They are in the government. They are the government. Markets will be taken over by the Yorubas. Yes. They are not saying indigenous Yorubas because most of them in government power in Lagos are not indigenous to Lagos, so they are just saying Yorubas. The indigenous people are already calling them out and saying that Lagos, you people should go back to your Osun, go back to your Ekiti, go back to your Ogun State, your Ondo State. Go back. They are claiming Lagos, Yoruba. That one is for another day. So as an Igbo man, those ones that have strong head, most of these Igbo people, if they want to become goats, their own goats the worst pass. That's why you look at the politicians, Igbo politicians. You think that are these people Igbo? The Igbos that we used to know, these are not Igbos now. Nothing. They're just there to wear red cap and white clothes and everything. No productivity. Look at Alex Mascot Ikwechi. 0 bills, but look at how arrogant he is. So if that kind of person, those ones they listen, they are telling you now that Lagos belongs to Yorubas. Think, humble yourself, and start building the Southeast. That is the way forward. Pride cannot take anybody anywhere. Pride. Those that are saying that Lagos is no man's land are the poor people. Any Igbo person you see saying Lagos is no man's land, he doesn't have a house in Lagos. He doesn't have a property in Lagos. He may have small investment shop. But those that have investment in Lagos will never come out to say Lagos is no man's land. Your reasoning should tell you that Lagos belongs to Yorubas. Normally. Forget Asari Dokuba and other people or the Oba of Benin that came. Lagos is no man's land now. Let him start collecting royalties from Lagos. This is no man's land. Since it belongs to the Benin. So stop wallowing in that kind of conversation. Think on how you can build your Southeast. I've said it, I'm saying it again. Any of these so-called, I call them so-called Igbo billionaires, what have you? You now go to the Southeast. You now start doing. You build this house. You build this house. A house that you're not even staying in. House that rat is staying inside. You're using it to brag. What are you bragging about? What do you have? What do you have? You have many Igbo businessmen. You cannot, this your Igbo businessmen, they are not able to sponsor anything that will do with Igbo cultural heritage. Individuals, they will not sponsor like any written document on Igbo history, a universal document. Any project that is going to tell the stories about Igbo, because these things need money. We have these big men, it's just to drink wine, start chicken, tauba and everything. Come to village and show off. It's not time to show off, it's time to make sure that you become useful and become a blessing to your community. If you're a big man, go and build the defense of your village. That's what one guy was singing. You say, tell me, you're a big man. You don't have a tech hub in your community. Your community does not have roads or light. Your community is dead. Like a place that non-living things are staying. You're not preserving the culture. You're not supporting things. You're not sensible enough to know that the media helps you preserve your culture. Historical writings and books help you preserve your culture. Most of the information these whites have about Africa, if they reveal it to you, because they were able to write it down, they were able to use media to pen most of these things. Look at what the Yorubas are doing. One production after another production. Running one history about, the other one, Efunoye, the woman, the slave trader that fought the British. They did it into a production, a movie production. And that will register into the minds of people. People that watch it, their children that watch it, it's registered. It's a form of telling stories of the Igbo people. What development do we have in the southeast? Because I'm talking to my southeast brothers. Let's not be concerned with what the Yorubas are doing, because now they plan for it. And they systematically relegated the Igbos out of the whole system. Like I said before, if you have an idea, a startup idea, and you go to the federal government for them to approve it to you, like what Davido's father did, if he were to be an Igbo man, that would be a different story entirely. The only thing we can do is that we can start going back to our place and start rebuilding it. Come together collectively. And what Lagos State is doing, we replicate what Lagos State is doing in Igbo land. I know the constitution will not allow for some things, but let them start it. Nobody ever forgets. You show us how to play tribal politics, we'll learn from you, and our own is going to be worse. The tribal politics is going to be worse. That kind of politics you are playing, it is going to be worse. When they talked about IPOB coming out to protest peacefully, the army went and started killing people protesting peacefully. You push these guys into wielding weapons. Now, how far Nigerian government? So, this bigotry that is being played by is official bigotry played by the government so far is a welcome development. And according to Samanepa, they are going to run their own. Let's see how the show. I am very concerned. I'm concerned about, let us change the system. The system is not working. The Lagos State have started showing every other person is the way. Every other person start copying the Lagos State government. Since they are wise, they are clever by half. They are wise. They don't know that bill you are passing is going to affect you later in the future. Let's watch. Let's watch as all these things continue to unveil itself.
So that is it, that is it, and I'm very sure you that is listening the same way I'm listening have learned a lot from this very particular video. Here are the comments, so before we round up the show. AGK said anything that has a beginning also has an end. And that Lawrence Honora said Rivers State did it in 1976. Victor Oprah said, let me tell every Igbo man and other Nigerians who do not know what is going on in Nigeria. The Yorubas are building the Yoruba nation through Tinubu government. Their plan is to steal everything that belongs to Nigeria and eventually divide Nigeria after Tinubu's administration. Abi? Uchezu Nwagali said, I pray it worked out for them so that Ndi Igbo will come to their senses. My dear, Igbos will be humble though. Adekunle Yusuf said we will change all the names of the streets in Lagos State named after non-indigenous. This should not be an issue. The Igbos should be glad to name their streets in southeast, not southwest. We are going to the educational sector soon. All those freeloaders coming to Lagos and southwest for free education will be removed and returned to southeast. Igbos want Biafra Republic and we are planning for Udua Republic too. No qualms. Abi? Well, my dear, you are very, very correct. You are very, very correct. Dumanchi Emmanuel said Igbo history is well written and preserved. We are not in federal government. We are a rejected race. There's always a glass ceiling for Biafrans in Nigeria politics and economy. Haile Nwafo said, wow, great prize. All Igbos should wake up. In that, there's a response. Uchechi Igumale said that the problem with we Ndi Igbo is that we fail to learn from our past and present mistakes. That is why the West and North will continue riding on us. Helene Nwafo said at Utizu, our people are very stubborn. In fact, they are called stiff-necked people. Udmodu said history was off Nigeria's education curriculum before Obieze Kwesiri became Minister of Education. Abi? And when she becomes the Minister of Education, she cannot be able to do it. Anyway, she cannot do it except power can come from the federal. Tochuku Okuora said, let them name the streets. We Igbos don't care. But I believe the tribalism of Yorubas will backfire. Backfire to who, my dear? Go and build your own side, Ndara. Ajajon said, is there any street in Southeast named after Yoruba? Oyana, is that street in the Southeast named after Yoruba? My dear, I can answer you that one. Is there any street that have been built by Yoruba in the Southeast? Because all these places that are being named are the places that Igbos build. So that is the answer to your question. How many Yorubas build mansions in the southeast? Name one. Name the street that they turn it to be from a canal and become a place where people are envying. There is none. Odumodu Uchenna Emmanuel said, reference where Zeke advocated what you said. I can reference you that Zeke brought the 5 countries that recognized Biafra. The Niamey Peace Conference that Gowon rejected was led by Zeke. Zeke initiated the non-massacre of Biafrans at a capitulation. The Biafra anthem was written by Zeke Nnamdi. Jajon said, who removed the history from Nigeria curriculum? Your sister, Obi Ezekwesili, when she was Minister of Education under Obasanjo, my dear. You are not correct. Uchezu Nwamale said the British company called Nigeria was built and designed to last for only 100 years and still over 100 years and counting, and we should come on a round table to decide the forward. If we still want to remain in this British company called Nigeria or not. What do we expect from an expired product? Nigeria is irredeemable. Not even angels from heaven can fix it, because nobody is truly a Nigerian, and the day we realize it, the better for all of us. My only worry is that Ndi Igbo has never learned from their past and present mistakes. That is why the Yoruba and Northern Fulani Caliphate can ride on us like a horse. Wala deo. Emmanuel Chukura, what exactly is your point? Emmanuel Chukura said, my friend, the Igbos have already started. We don't need you to tell us to think home. Allow for the end. The consequences will show. You forgot Igbos have oil and gas. Femi Matthew said, when Igbo lost election against another tribe, the first thing out of Igbo's mouth are tribalism. Zeke and Awolowo contested. Awolowo won and Zeke lost. This big nose is calling it tribalism. Yoruba governors made Igbo women their first ladies. No single Igbo governor has a Yoruba first lady. Peter Obi had 95% votes in the southeast states. Tinubu lost 2 states out of 6 in the southwest and won the rest on less than 70%. Still, Igbo are saying Yoruba are tribalistic. Igbo are born ingress, and these opportunities will never come again and again. Your days are numbered. Wow. Daniel said, my guy, stop this victims politics. God gave the Igbos brains and politics above all other persons, yet you are crying foul. At Ola Oluwamowo said, cry on, boy, you have always wanted the country broken. Why you cry now? Jajon said, where are you getting your propaganda from? Ewu. Thompson Gideon said, Lagos is not for Yorubas. Obafemi Awolowo sell Lagos to Nigeria to use as FCT of Nigeria. If Yorubas try to take Lagos, that will be the end of Lagos. Omo Ogun said, you are mad. Yorubaland is Yoruba land. Tell your peoples to go back and develop your father's land. Yoruba nation is come. Is come. Atijajon said, you Igbo is the most tribal bigotry in Nigeria. According to him, at we have 2 replies, said, Honor Adam said, Igbos are the most tribalistic people, not only in Nigeria, but everywhere they reside. Oga, I going to claim my street. Claim my street name is changed to Ota GRA from Oke Chukuma to my name or to a Yoruba name. Thanks for reminding me. Igbos, you either go along with us or move your land to landscape. Well, I don't tire about. Anyway, this our brother said, AGK NT International said, you know the truth, but being a Yoruba person pretending is your nature. Wow, are you serious? AGK said, please keep quiet like others until this bill is passed. I don't know why you are ranting over it. Which bill is that, my dear? I don't even know the bill he's talking about. Anyway, my wonderful people, now we'll take a break. I beg, like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing to my channel for more interesting videos coming your way. My name is Siriman Amandia Neze. I am reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. Remember, we are moving forward and there's no time to take time. Have a nice day and happy new day, happy Monday, and happy new week to each and every one of us. It shall be well with every hand that taps amen at the comment section. This week, shall be well with us. Bye for now. Kemesiano.